Whenever visualizing, you want to do it from the first person perspective. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Welcome to my channel. As the title suggests, in this video I'm going to be discussing visualization and exercise. I'm not going to get too much into visualization and what it is if I can help it, but visualization is a tool that is very useful, very helpful regardless of what you are trying to achieve, accomplish, become. It's very helpful, very useful. There's lots of information out there about visualizing and visualization that you can look into. I may at some point decide to do a video specifically on that if I'm inspired to, but I may not. I don't know. When we think about it, everything that we do, everything that we create, it all starts with our thoughts and emotions. It all starts from inside. And so it's really not that radical to think that by focusing our attention and imagining something that we want, an outcome, that's going to help us to achieve it. So it can certainly help with exercise. This is a tool that professional coaches, professional fitness trainers who train Olympic athletes and athletes who compete professionally, such as professional baseball players and so forth, use. And I'm not that sort of fitness trainer. I prefer to work with the more average individual, people who are not at such a competitive level, but really want to be exercising for their health primarily. But these coaches who train Olympic athletes, figure skaters, all of that, they use this. A lot of them use this. If someone is to get injured and they're in a competitive sport or something of that nature, usually a fitness trainer will prescribe homework of visualizing. Usually the coach or fitness trainer will advise the injured person to visualize themselves going through their normal exercise regime, and also with competitions to visualize themselves going through it and succeeding, accomplishing their goal. So it's very powerful. It's not a secret. It is used on those levels. You don't have to be performing at that level, of course, to utilize this and benefit from it. In fact, it doesn't even have to be an exercise goal or exercise that you use this with. It doesn't at all have to be that. But for this video, that's what I'm discussing primarily. So if you could use this for any number of reasons and at any skill level. If you are a competitive athlete, if you are a high school hockey player or baseball player or whatever, you can use visualization to help you with your game. If you are, college level, you can do it. If you are someone who has a really hard time exercising and is not doing, you're not competing, you're also not into any sort of regular exercise program or routine whatsoever, and you would like to be exercising more, or you would like to be able to uphold an exercise program, you can use this to get started. You can use this, if you're somewhere in between, if you are just, you're exercising, you're on a program, and you want to see more results or better results, if you want to see certain physical changes to yourself, such as your stomach flatter and your thighs thinner, or your arms more muscular, if you want to have more energy, if you want to be more flexible, any of this and more, you can use this. So, just to give you a little more, because there's really not too much to say without getting into details of visualization. If you have trouble visualizing, that's where there would be more to say. If you have a really hard time holding a picture in your mind or visualizing, there's ways to train your mind to become better at it and to practice with smaller things and become better at it. You may wish to start by visualizing a green ball or an apple and trying to make that as real as you can in your mind and seeing how long you can hold it and things of that nature. You can look online to see if you can find out some more exercises besides the green ball and the apple. I read quite a while ago Visualization for Dummies, and I found some techniques in there for this situation. Like I said, it was a while ago, but I think once you try that out, try visualizing an apple, seeing as many details as you can in your mind, seeing how long you can hold it, picturing shapes, things of that nature. You can draw things yourself, create them in your mind that way. You could just simply draw a triangle and a white line on a black slate, things of that nature. You can start experimenting with movement. You can take that apple and try to bite it and see what that looks like, or take the ball and throw it up in the air. Watch it move around, jump over clouds, expand your imagination and your skills and whatnot. So, back to exercise and visualization, which I didn't really get off topic of too much, did I? A very important thing with visualization that some people seem to forget or not be aware of is that while your thoughts are powerful and what you are visualizing through your mental body has an impact, the emotion behind it is more powerful. So when you visualize yourself and you're exercising, you want to see what sort of emotions come up with that, what kind of emotions you have attached with that. Now, if you're not enthused about exercise or not enthused about the specific type of exercise that you want to be doing, you want to try to alter that. So if, for example, you want to become skilled at yoga, you want to be able to be more flexible and move your body in ways that you can't right now, and you want to like yoga, you want to get into it, and you want to be skilled at it, but you tried yoga once or twice and you didn't find it comfortable and you didn't enjoy it even though you want to. What you would do is, in your mind, you would imagine yourself in these yoga poses, and you would imagine yourself enjoying it. You would imagine it feeling good. You might want to ask people who have been doing yoga for a while and are comfortable doing it, who enjoy it and think it feels good, what it feels like to them, how it feels good, and tell them what it felt like to you. And if that's the sort of feeling that you want, then you could incorporate that into your visualization. You may find with certain exercises that in the beginning it feels a lot different than once you have adjusted to it physically. So you can do that. You can imagine yourself in these different yoga poses. You can imagine yourself with a smile on your face, it not being a struggle, it feeling good. You can imagine how wonderful it'll feel to be more flexible. Um, it's important to put the feelings in there, though. So now, if you're a person who is very sedentary and you want to be able to exercise and you're struggling with a sort of depression around it, you're unable to motivate yourself to exercise, um, you may want to consider a fitness trainer. I'm here. No, but really, I am. But with visualization and exercise, this can help you. You may want to start off small. It's easier to connect with what you believe is achievable. So rather than picturing yourself running up a mountain with ease and not having any struggle, you may instead want to picture yourself going for a walk, walking around flowers, something that you think you would already enjoy doing now if you just could get the energy, or you could stop experiencing pain in your body or it being so hard for you, whatever it is. So you may want to close your eyes and visualize that and extend it over time. So there's a number of ways to do this too, the extension of time. When we're talking about it in relation to exercise, you can extend the time that you are visualizing it for. So you may start out for just a couple minutes, imagining yourself walking in a place that's serene and beautiful, and it feels good to you. It's relaxing. You feel the stretch, though. You feel that you're burning calories, and you feel that your muscles are getting stronger. It feels a little challenging, but in a good way. You might want to picture that for just a couple minutes and do that every night or every other night, whatever can fit into your schedule and you can enjoy. You don't want it to feel like a huge chore, especially after you've been doing it for a while. So in the beginning, it's real new. It may take a little getting used to. You may want to commit to doing it for a week for 5 minutes every night and see how that goes. But after a week, if you're going for week 2 and you hate it, then you're going to want to adjust something. Something's wrong there. So the other way to do this is, instead of increasing it from 5 minutes to 10 minutes of visualizing yourself walking, you can actually do things if your goal is to increase your time. So specifically, if your goal is, say you can walk right now, but you can only walk for 10-15 minutes and then you're exhausted, and you want to be able to walk for an hour and not be exhausted, you can do things with your mind to indicate the time increase. Rather than visualizing it for a whole hour, you can, in your mind, imagine yourself looking at your watch and seeing what time it is. Say it says 6 o'clock. Okay, and then you can visualize yourself starting off on your walk and walking in the serene environment that you enjoy, and all the feelings that go with that. Feel it, feel the senses in your body, feel the emotion, the joy, the happiness, whatever, of being able to do this, and that you feel the joy in doing it. And then you may want to, look at your watch again and see that it's been a half hour. A half hour has gone by at 6:30, and then you're continuing on with your walk and so forth. And then you look at your watch again and see that another half hour has gone by, and now it's 7 p.m. So in your visualization, you have now walked an hour. You can do this with any type of exercise. You're really only limited to your imagination, or by your imagination. When it comes to strength, you can do the same thing. If you are struggling to be able to bench press more, you can visualize yourself looking at the weights, seeing the number on there that you want, and being able to lift that, and not hurting yourself, being able to do that successfully. So let's see, is there anything more on this topic to discuss? This is kind of a fun one. We did flexibility, strength training, a little bit of aerobic with walking. I don't know. This works, and you can visualize your body changing. That's good to do too if that's part of your goal. You're getting stronger, thinner, more muscular. You're feeling more energy, you're having more endurance, all these things that you want to be feeling, to put them into visualization and to be practicing that. So I don't want to get too much into why this works. It's really, as simple as your mind, your subconscious mind doesn't make the differentiation that your conscious mind does between reality and fantasy. So whereas when you watch a movie, your conscious mind is aware that that's a movie, it's a film, it's make-believe, and your emotions and your thoughts are adjusted accordingly, consciously. Subconsciously, it's as if you've experienced it. So any thoughts that you pick up thoughts and emotions and things as if you were there and experienced this. In reality, it really doesn't determine the difference. When you go into a dream state, when you're unconscious and you're sleeping, you kind of get a clue of this. Your unconscious mind works very differently than your conscious mind. So when you're visualizing, you're talking to your conscious mind, you're showing your conscious mind that you're walking for an hour, whatever it is, you're getting more muscular, you're making these changes and you're happy about it, you're feeling good. Your subconscious mind wants to make you happy, and your subconscious mind does a lot with patterns. So if you recognize something as comfortable, your subconscious mind stores that as this is comfortable. So if you learn that when it's cold outside, you come in and grab a blanket and put it around your shoulders, and that's comfy, your subconscious mind stores that. And if you're cold and you get the opportunity to grab a blanket and do that, your subconscious mind is apt to talk to your conscious mind and say, maybe we should grab that. And so doing this sort of work, it helps the subconscious mind convey to the conscious mind things. And the subconscious mind is just really, I don't know everything there is to know about it, of course, but it's very interesting, it's very mysterious, and it does a lot, it really does. So you can look more into visualization if you want to. I may do a video on it in the future, I may not, I'm not sure, but I think that's really all you need to know to get started and to do this. Of course, you want to check in with yourself and find out what your core intention is with what you're doing, because it's not to go and do these visualizations and whatever to get a thinner stomach, when in truth you're only after that thinner stomach because you want to seduce a guy, is really apt to cause problems for you. So you want to make sure it's a heartfelt core intention that's coming from a self-loving place, and that it's what you really want, that it's not just the wrapping on a package of what you want. So it's been wonderful doing this video for you. Please leave any comments, questions that you'd like to, and you may want to consider subscribing to my channel because I don't put out videos on a certain day every week or whatever. I don't do it regularly. I do it pretty irregularly. If you want to make sure that you get things as soon as they're released, then you'll need to subscribe. If you follow me on Facebook, whether you've realized it or not, they don't share everything that you put on the timeline anymore. You only get a certain percentage of it sent to you, so it's really the only way to make sure you're gonna get the videos as soon as they're released. Alright, so thank you very much, and have fun. Be well.